in line with anybody who's already in love with video games and are thinking about maybe taking it to the next level. I would like to encourage all of you gamers out there, maybe think of taking it to the next step and learning the industry itself.
Does gaming equal success? Get us started with that, Dr. Poole.
Yeah, actually, what got me thinking about this topic was when we were on last time and we were talking about the Street Fighter movie coming out, and we started reminiscing on the Street Fighter game and its big role in our young lives. And I was thinking about the millennials, and we were kind of like the test market for the progression of these video gaming systems. Like if you think back to it, like Gen X, they had the Coleco and the Atari. And I think they even made like Nintendo for Gen X, even though we were little kids when it came out, we got to play it. But everything from Nintendo to this new VR gaming, we were kind of the test market for, right? From the progression of Nintendo to Sega to PlayStations now. And it really is an interesting era, So I wanted to just see if there were ways where we can, produce growth for this particular thing that can be a talent. A lot of people are making money in this through like online gaming.
Yeah.
And, they're using this account called Twitch, and they're building followers similar to podcasts like we're doing. Mm-hmm. And they're getting sponsors and they're getting paid. And in some cases, they get paid very well. And I also think of other games where they have in-game tournaments where you're allowed to participate. Like, for instance, I play NBA 2K games. And every year they have tournaments within NBA 2K where you can qualify to win like up to $1,000 to $100,000 for a cash prize if you win these tournaments.
Sign me up.
Yeah, so there are.
Nice like that, Bobby.
So I look at Creative Native, for example. He's one of our viewers, and he does a Twitch, and he's always streaming his games, building content, and it's very entertaining. And if you get enough followers, you could sustain a certain amount of income from that. That could definitely help. And just to try and give some insight to it, I got some information off the internet. For example, there are 3 big video game developers out there right now, pretty much. The first one is called Tencent, and they're the ones who are responsible for like all of your mobile gaming. So like almost any game that you have on your mobile device is connected through this company called Tencent. And then there's Sony Interactive, of course, that makes the PlayStation units, and Microsoft Gaming, which makes all of the computer gaming. So if you were a Gen Zer or primarily millennial, these are particular markets and corporations that you could apply for to maybe even seek something that's more of a career as opposed to a hobby that pays. Because a lot of times I think with the gaming aspects of it, it's more of a hobby as opposed to a career. So if you can make some money on the side hustling in a video game you're already playing, why not? But there are tons of job opportunities within the gaming development market itself. And I wanted to just go over a few different things that are offered in the conglomeracy of video game industry. Some of these things are simple things like game designers. They're looking for game designers that are responsible for overall game concepts and mechanics. There are level designers. There are narrative designers that craft a story and characters and dialogue. There are tons of engineering opportunities if you want to do auto engineering or programming. They have QA testers. They have animators that are specifically bringing the characters and objectives to life with the movement aspects. And then, of course, there are bigger roles like producers, project managers, marketing and PR reps. These are all viable jobs that are right in line with anybody who's already in love with video games and are thinking about maybe taking it to the next level. I would like to encourage all of you gamers out there, maybe think of taking it to the next step and learning the industry itself. learn how to program something or learn how to design a concept. If you're a creative writer, maybe you could write a script to a video game. I have a friend named Sterling Matthew. He's a musician, and he scored an entire theme song for a video game, and he made some pretty good money off of it. And all he had was his keyboard, and he just sat there for a couple of days and made an entire theme song, and he got paid for it.
Nice.
So for all my millennials out there, you know, if you're looking for some work, but you don't want to get your hands dirty, you know, you don't want to get calluses on your hands by putting in that hard labor work, and you want to just sit at home or in a nice air-controlled building, you know, for all your days, then get into video game development. It's good paying jobs, and it's fun. And that's your millennial moment. Game on. Any questions? What's up? You guys I don't think any of you guys are gamers, so this might not relate to any of y'all per se, but you know, if you were a Street Fighter guy and you were playing video games at some point, Street Fighter girl also, you know.
You know, when I was younger, I played a lot of Halo on the Xbox. I like the first-person shooter games. Not so big on Call of Duty, but I enjoyed playing the campaign on Halo.
Yeah, now with online gaming, it's so interactive. You get to actually have conversations and engage with strangers all across the world, all across the country. You know, it's a great way to connect with people and collaborate if you're looking to like collaborate with someone who's doing social media stuff, you know. This new age technology, but it's still same old gameplay. If you're good, people will watch you, and you can make money on that.
Yeah, I actually I have a cousin who went viral from playing on Twitch. This is my cousin. I'm gonna have him on the show sooner or later. He's no longer playing it because he went blind due to some medical issues. However, when you talk about gamer, back when they used to do the Madden tournaments, he won a Madden tournament where they ended up hosting the Madden tournament at his house. They came. It was EB Games at the time. They put the TVs in the living room. They had 2 TVs, and it was during the Super Bowl. So one TV we were watching the Super Bowl, the other TV we were watching them play Call of Duty, and then they catered in and out. And then it was crazy. It was amazing. And then when the new season came, like the preseason, they gave them tickets to all the preseason games in Los Angeles. It was when the Rams just came back.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
You know what I was thinking, Donald, when you was taking us down that the game related jobs out there. You took us down that journey. I had an epiphany. Bobby, we come from the DevSecOps world. Like,
right.
When he was describing it, it's just like that. They're software developers.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like when you were talking about the different roles that exist within game development, that's really all it is software developer. So I feel like any role that exists in your traditional developer DevSecOps, they exist there too. Because you said it right. You got to have your project managers. Typically in software development is going to be some type of like agile project manager, Scrum, something along those lines, right? Like what we see in DoD development world, Bobby. Your product owners, you have the actual developers, and then typically in development you'll have like the user experience people. Where I'm thinking on the gaming side, that's going to be your artists and the drawers, animators, and stuff like that. So I didn't think about that huge ecosystem that exists.
Oh, you guys are cutting in and out.
Sprints, right, Bobby? I can imagine in the gaming world, they're doing sprints and storyboards and all the stuff that it takes just to develop regular software. You know what I mean? I never thought about it like that, dude. Like, so all those times we yell at the kids talking about this gaming stuff and turn that damn game on. We may want to reanalyze that. You know what I mean? Like, nah, good point, man. Because I mean, there's so many different. I feel like there's so many different options just within the world of gaming, man. Even if you don't, if you can't do it as a streamer, as a gamer, putting that game together, I think it opens up a lot of career opportunities, man. Good point.
And you know what else? For those who are gaming, the most important thing that they're looking for is the same thing we're looking for, and that's likes, shares, and subscriptions. So folks, like this channel.
I like that.
Subscribe to this channel. Share this channel so we can grow just like those great gamers in America.